we set Bangladesh as one of the most important markets for our business. Due to economic growth, it means that labor shortage in agriculture market and mechanization ratio will increase rapidly.
ヤンマーの先進技術と ACI 社の販売サービス力、そして行政の皆様方のアドバイスとサポートにより、帰国の農業発展と生産者の豊かな暮らしを実現に貢献していく決意であります。
We are committed to contribute to developing agriculture and allowing farmers to live rich lives in this country. With excellent sales and service skills of ACI company, getting support and advices from relevant authorities.
ヤンマーはビジョンとして、農業を食農産業に発展させるということを掲げ、これは食料生産のすべての工程で単に優秀な商品提供にとどまらず、生産性の向上とコスト低減につながるソリューション提案を強化していくということです。
Our vision is to develop agriculture into agri-value chain. This means that YANMAR provides not only high-quality products, but also agricultural solutions to realize improvement of productivity and cost reduction.
機械の位置情報やコンディションの情報、収穫情報をトータル的に管理するスマートアシストリモートを搭載し、常に経営者や作業者に最適な情報を提供してまいります。
We installed smart assist remote system to our products to integrally manage information about the location and maintenance conditions of a product and crop harvesting. Using this technology, we can always provide optimum information to farm managers and workers.
また、人手不足や作業の効率を目指したロボット農機も実用化し、ドローンに高感度のカメラを搭載して作物の生育情報を把握し、その情報をもとに適切な肥料散布や収穫適期の把握につなげるリモートセンシング事業も実用化しています。
We also launched robotic agricultural machines to save labor and expand working efficiency. Remote sensing service using a drone equipped with a high-resolution camera makes it possible to grasp crop growth conditions and determine the right time to apply fertilizer and harvest crops.
常に将来を見据え、現場の変化や要望に耳を傾け、ヤンマーの先進テクノロジーとソリューション提案で、生産者の経営の安定と消費者の食の喜びに貢献するため、ACI 社を最高のパートナーとして、共にバングラディッシュの皆様に選ばれる、信頼される企業を目指していきたいと思います。
We always try to think ahead of the future of agricultural fields. Watch out for environmental changes and listen carefully to requests from customers in order to contribute to stabilizing of farm management and spreading the joy of food. Our final goal is to be a trusted company to be chosen by customers, getting support from the best partner, ACI.
最後になりますけれども、ヤンマーが目指す未来の未来像をビデオにまとめておりますので、最後にそのビデオをご覧いただきたいと思います。ビデオに出てくるロボットトラクター、ドローンによるリモートセンシングはすでに実用化をしております。それではビデオの方をご覧いただきたいと思います。Thank you for your attention.
Finally, we prepared a video of YANMAR future vision of agriculture field. Products and services featured in the video, such as a robot tractor, robot rice transplanter, and remote sensing system using a drone have already been on the market in Japan. Please watch a video from now.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. That was Mr. Hiroaki Kitaoka.
YANMAR has a vision for smart agriculture solutions. We offer the best solution for smart agriculture through ICT technology, making combined farming possible through labor savings and high-quality mass production. First is our vision for smart agriculture in rice farming. Agricultural equipment will be operated using an electronic device to save labor. Working capacity of fertilization and plowing will be maximized with multitasking and automated robot tractors. Automatic operation combined with dense seeding technology will improve precision planting and save manpower. The water level is always monitored and automatically adjusted based on growth and weather. A drone takes pictures of the overall view of the crop field to visualize growth conditions. Analyzed data is utilized to improve the yield and quality of crops. Based on data analysis, fertilizer and pesticide are spread precisely where needed, using an unmanned helicopter and a drone. Automated weeding control frees farmers from having to do hard labor and dangerous work. Harvesting will also be controlled using an electronic device. A robot harvester records harvesting data on Smart Assist during operation. Aligning the combine harvester, the carrier, and the dryer using cloud allows efficiency in harvesting operations. Visual data of yields from each field will be used to make a planting plan for the following years. Next is our vision for smart farming in dry fields. A robot tractor and a robot transplanter automatically carry out plowing and transplanting operations. A robot management machine automatically cultivates the space in between the crops to promote growth. Growth analysis and precision control are conducted using a drone. Harvesting is automatically operated by coordinating the robot harvester and the robot carrier. Collected data is accumulated in Smart Assist. Next is our vision for smart agriculture in livestock and dairy farming. A robot tractor and a roll baler work together to harvest hay automatically. Self-supplied feed, such as grain corn, can be automatically harvested by a robot harvester. Inventory control of feed crop, harvesting, and transportation are aligned using cloud, allowing for smooth and efficient operations. To add to this, feeding will also be automated to save labor. Sensing technology will be used to automatically procure feed without adding manpower. Next is our vision for smart agriculture in greenhouse farming. Temperature, humidity, and hours of sunshine are monitored with sensors to maintain an optimum cultivation environment within the greenhouse. Ripeness can be measured through image analysis. Crops which are ripe will be automatically picked by a robot arm. Harvested crops are automatically sorted with a light sensor, eliminating the manual sorting process. Last is our vision for smart farming in orchards. Grass will automatically be cut by a robot mower. Pesticide application is automated with a driverless speed sprayer to eliminate dangerous work. The ripeness of fruits is measured using a drone to determine the right time to harvest. A robot carrier supports harvesting operations. YANMAR proposes smart agriculture solutions to support agriculture in multiple aspects. Cultivation data is managed using cloud and can be utilized to acquire GAP, Good Agricultural Practices certification. YANMAR provides the advanced technology and solutions to make sustainable agriculture possible.
A sustainable future. YANMAR.
Video. May I now request our special guest, Dr. M.A. Sattamandal, Emeritus Professor, Bangladesh Agricultural University, to deliver his speech. Thank you.
Honorable Chair, Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Abdul Razzaq, the Minister of Agriculture, Chairman HAI Group, Mr. Anisuddola, His Excellency Mr. Hiroyasu Izumi, Japan Ambassador to Bangladesh, Mr. Hiroaki Kitowaka, President, YANMAR Agribusiness Limited, Japan, Dr. Arif Dolla, Managing Director, SA Group, Subrata Ranjan Das, Executive Director, SAI Motors, Professor Manjur Alam, BAU Mymensingh, and Dr. F.S. Ansari, Managing Director, SAI Motors Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, very good evening to all of you. I have been almost mesmerized, really, to see the recent presentation on how this automation and then automobiles, like these sensor-based robotics, can make difference and bring efficiency in productivity and farmers' income. So I'd like to congratulate YANMAR, Agrotech, and SAI Motors on their very august initiative to launch this YANMAR Agro technology for the solution of problems in Bangladesh. I feel very proud and honored being invited here as a special guest this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, those of you in this room who have been the observers or in some cases actors in the 70s through early 80s, that how Japanese diesel engines contributed to the green revolution technology in Bangladesh, especially with irrigated high-yield varieties of rice culture. And those of you who can still recall YANMAR 75, YANMAR 90, YANMAR 105 small diesel engines, together with Kubota engines, all roaring in the vast green land of Bangladesh really in those days, which paved the way for expansion of irrigated agriculture in Bangladesh. And that was the beginning of agricultural mechanization in Bangladesh. My salute to Japanese engines that paved the way and set the momentum for agricultural mechanization. The machines and the engines are durable, were robust, but also expensive. Although expensive, but that gave confidence and reliability to the farmers for use. And thanks to the government decision in those days for subsidy and liberal credit program to support those green revolution technology expansion. So in my analysis, these YANMAR diesel engines were the pathfinder in irrigated agriculture. And then with this liberalization of large-scale liberalization of agriculture came the cheaper engines from all around, especially from China. Engines are cheaper, those are affordable to our farmers, who are capital constrained in any case. But the momentum was set by the Japanese engine, and that has to be recognized very, very clearly. After all these years, through the presentation and in recall of our memory, we now see that YANMAR has come to Bangladesh with a partnership with HCI Motors, with two very important machines so far. One is the rice planter, the other one is this intermediate level combined harvester. Why do I call it intermediate level combined harvester? I call it intermediate level because in the last 3-4 years, we have seen hundreds of, probably thousands, of mini combined harvester from all around. And they have made magic really, and they have earned attention of the farmers in a very large scale. But from the field, the observations are mixed. In many cases where you have the after-sales services, well, you have trained drivers and mechanics, they have by and large done well. With the specific problems with soil, with water, and other sorts of problems. But now we have come to a point that we need more durable, a bigger machine, because combined harvester itself is a very sophisticated machine and it's multifunctional. Simultaneously, it has to do 4 or 5 functions. So some 20 or 25 horsepower engines are not that good all the time. So therefore, you need a bigger machine, but not too big like the multi harvester that I saw in Punjab, in the Indian ones really. It's a massive one really. But this YANMAR combined harvester, which we saw in the presentation a little while ago, seems to be appropriate and quite fit to the fragmented small-scale land holding and the capital constraint of our farmers. Thanks to our government, particularly the Honorable Minister, Dr. Rajak, and his ministry, for taking a very bold decisions of channeling some 3,000, a huge subsidy of 300,000 or something like that, 2,000 crore Dhaka to be injected as a kind of subsidy for the development of agricultural mechanization in Bangladesh, with the guidance and direction from our Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. But then the question is, I would like to see that YANMAR comes with their usual very high quality machineries, but at the same time SCI Group, I believe, like as they have done so far, will have very strong army of support services, after-sales services, repair, maintenance, and trained group of drivers and mechanics to support this machine really. And for the government, I would like to draw attention of the minister that, okay, subsidy is very much crucial to this, to the introduction of this machine, but then subsidy management is something that we have to manage very well really. Better that if subsidy goes directly to the farmers, users, through a kind of mechanism of token or through farmer's card system, whatever, we have to work out the mechanism more clearly, but I can see this is an opportune moment that this government decision, the budgetary provision, and the introduction of high-quality YANMAR machine through partnership with HCI Motors will go a long way really to solving the problem of Bangladesh agriculture. The machine doesn't have to go to each and every farmer. It's not possible. It's not needed either. What we need is a kind of support service provider really, or LSPs really. And in North Bengal the other day I saw that in the greater Rajshahi and Rangpur there are 120, so I am told, agricultural hub where these private entrepreneurs are coming up really with all sorts of ideas. So these are the kind of initiatives through which these large-scale machines could be promoted, and I wish all the success of Myanmar engines and also probably other Japanese engines which will be coming in future. Thank you very much indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for patient hearing.
Thank you so much, sir. May I now invite our special guest, His Excellency Mr. Hiroshi Izumi, Japan Ambassador to Bangladesh, to deliver his speech.
His Excellency Dr. Abdul Razak, Honorable Minister for Agriculture, Mr. Hiraki Kitaoka, President of YANMAR Agribusiness, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Shubho Sonda, good evening. It is already at 9 o'clock. I want to make my speech as short as possible. It is a great pleasure and honor for me to be present here at this launching program of YANMAR Japan Agrotech with collaboration with Advanced Chemical Industries Limited. First of all, I would like to express my deepest appreciation to Your Excellency, Honorable Agriculture Minister, for sparing your valuable time in joining tonight's event. I take this opportunity to say a few words of congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, I am happy and proud that Japan has been contributing significantly to Bangladesh's nation-building efforts since its independence. Recently, the Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina successfully visited Japan, and our bilateral relationship has risen up to the new height. I think that Bangladesh is a country of tremendous potentials, especially in technological transformations and infrastructure in agricultural sector. Agriculture has been one of the main pillars of this country's economy, now developing to the stage of multi-diverse economy. It is admirable that Bangladesh has utilized its limited resources to be self-sufficient in food production, despite the country's huge population of more than 160 million people. I heard that here in Bangladesh, rice harvest 3 times in a year, and agriculture machine business has a very big market. As a friend of Bangladesh, Japan is always ready to share its advanced technologies in all agricultural sectors with Bangladesh friends. YANMAR is one of very popular companies in Japan with a long history of 100 years. And it is also widely accepted as a trusted agricultural machinery company in Japan. YANMAR has developed its activity worldwide as a leading company in agricultural technology company. And YANMAR has delivered more than 10,000 of its engine products to Bangladesh in the past as one of Japan's ODA distributors 40 years ago. In 2017, YANMAR has concluded a dealing contract with ACI, and they started to sell the working type rice transplanter and combines. Since then, the sales amount of rice planter has increased, and its quality and productivity has received a high reputation from customers. They also introduced a new type of combine, AG600, in 2018, which was very successful due to the reduction of loss of collecting straw and the smooth operation in wet paddy fields. Reflecting brisk sales of the machine, YANMAR and ACI decided to start full scale of sales of the machine in Bangladesh. Recently, YANMAR has appointed ACI as distributor in Bangladesh in order to introduce its technology to farm mechanization solution. Combined harvester and rice transplanter are main products of this initiative, and their potential market sale will be $235 million in Bangladesh domestic market. I believe YANMAR will surely contribute to the industrial development of agricultural business in Bangladesh through their products. Bangladesh government has made a lot of efforts to create a better circumstance for the foreign investors, including those from Japan, and we appreciate it very much. The number of Japanese visitors to our embassy from different areas of business has increased 3 times more compared with the last year. I hope that this new journey of YANMAR and ACI will be very successful, and it encourage and inspire other Japanese companies to follow and do more business in Bangladesh. I would conclude my words by expressing again my deep gratitude to everyone, especially to the Bangladesh government, and thanking you all again for making me a part of this celebration. I hope the existing friendship, cooperation, and collaboration between people of Japan and Bangladesh will further flourish. Ami আশা করি জাপান ও বাংলাদেশের সম্পর্ক আরো বড় হবে। আমার কথা শোনার জন্য আপনাদেরকে সবাইকে অনেক ধন্যবাদ। Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your very well speech and as well as the nicely spoken Bengali. Now I request the chairman of ACI Group, Mr. M. Anis Uddola, to deliver his directional speech.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Muhammad Abdul Razak, Minister, Ministry of Agriculture, Government of the People's Republic of Bangladesh, His Excellency Mr. Hiroyoshi Izumi, Japan Ambassador to Bangladesh, Dr. M.A. Sattar Mandal, Professor Emeritus, Bangladesh Agricultural University, Professor Dr. Muhammad Manzurul Alam, Department of Farm and Power Machinery, Bangladesh Agricultural University, Mr. Hiroaki Kitaoka, President, YANMAR Agribusiness Company Limited, distinguished guests, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and good evening to you all. It is an immense pleasure for me to announce that ACI Motor, a subsidiary company of ACI Limited, has signed an agreement with YANMAR Japan for the development of farm tech solutions for the benefit of the farmers of Bangladesh. YANMAR is the world's most prestigious brand for agricultural equipment and we are very proud of this association. ACI is the largest agribusiness integrator in Bangladesh, with a significant presence in the field of mechanization of agriculture. I have no doubts that through our joint efforts, we will reach significant benefit to our farmers. At ACI, our mission is to enrich the quality of life of people through responsible application of technology, knowledge, and skills. By taking the decision to provide farm tech solutions to the farmers in Bangladesh, ACI Motors has taken us one step closer to accomplishing that mission. Bangladesh economy is growing fast, and as the nation becomes a middle-income country, farm mechanization will be inevitable. In fact, farm labor cost has gone up significantly in the recent past, and there is already scarcity of labor in rural areas, which has begun to affect both sowing and harvesting of crops. The wise policy of the government and the ingenuity of our scientists have enabled the country to transform itself from a food deficit region to a country nearly self-sufficient in food. The geometric progression of the growth of population on one hand and the reduction of 0.5% of arable land in Bangladesh per year on the other have been a dual challenge. There could be only one solution: research for improvement of the yield of rice varieties. A success story lies in the area of development of high-yielding varieties of rice by our scientists. Improvement in that area continues. The next phase of development in agricultural sector will be the area of productivity improvement and cost reduction. In this context, I want to inform the Honorable Minister that today our inbreed rice variety has been approved by the ministry, by your ministry, and this is the result of our own research and development work. This is the first local variety from the private sector. ACI has dominant presence in the integrated agricultural value chain of the country. Our activities start from breeding of crop and animal, including molecular technology, to forward linkage all the way to the consumers. We have already reached 20% of the farmers and will reach 40% farmers in 4 to 5 years' time. There are opportunities for introduction and faster communication of new technology. Agricultural practices need to be improved. A well-functioning market linkage is crucial. Value-added technology can increase farmers' income and export of agricultural commodity. I would like to thank our Honorable Minister for recognizing the importance of farm mechanization for the well-being of farmers. The government has been providing some subsidies on farm mechanization in the past years. In the upcoming budget, a subsidy of Dhaka 2,000 crores for farm mechanization has been proposed. Now it is the responsibility for all of us to competently utilize the subsidy to solve farmers' acute labor shortage problem in transplanting and harvesting times. Dhaka 2,000 crore is substantial for Bangladesh at the present state of our economy. However, as far as the need is concerned, it is not enough. Private sector, banks, SME foundations, NGOs can come forward with their resources to support the farmers. In these circumstances, ACI will support the farmers with farm mechanization the way we have been doing in the past. We are grateful to our partner, YANMAR Japan, for the agreement to develop agri-tech solutions for the farmers of Bangladesh and choosing ACI Motors as their partner. I also request YANMAR to examine the feasibility of setting up manufacturing facilities in Bangladesh to take advantage of the incentives offered to attract foreign investors in the economic zones. In alignment with YANMAR, ACI Motors will introduce artificial intelligence, GSP and digital platform for improving the efficiency and productivity of YANMAR rice transplanters and combined harvesters so that highest level of efficiency is achieved. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your support and being with us this evening. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you so much, sir, for your directions and words. May I now request our chief guest, Dr. M.D. Abdul Razak, MP, Honorable Minister, Ministry of Agriculture, Government of the People's Republic of Bangladesh.
Launching ceremony of YANMAR Agrotech in Bangladesh. I feel extremely honored and delighted to be here as a chief guest on this occasion of launching ceremony. We are very happy to have with us His Excellency Mr. Hiroshi Izomi, the Ambassador to Bangladesh of Japan. Our Secretary could not come. Mr. Anisudullah, Chairman ACI Group, Hiroaki Kiyotoko, President YANMAR Agribusiness Company Limited, Dr. M.A. Sattar Mandal, Emeritus Professor, former Vice Chancellor, former member of Bangladesh Government Planning Commission, Professor Munjirul Alam, Bangladesh Agricultural University, I think Department of Farm Machineries, Dr. Arifullah, Managing Director, ACI Group. I can see number of celebrities, Vice Chancellor of Agriculture University, then Sheikh Shiraz, media personality, but he has become Mr. Personality by promoting modern agriculture, and success we saw where he contributed a lot. Mr. Sheikh Shiraz among us. He got many awards, national and international. Very good evening to ladies and gentlemen. I am really very happy to know that YANMAR Agrotech and ACI has signed an agreement. ACI, a local conglomerate working for the development and agriculture of Bangladesh. I hope this sign will lead us to transform our agriculture, which was based on rough power, to fully mechanized agriculture. You know, Bangladesh historically has been a food deficit country. Present government has the responsibility to govern the country with massive support in 2008 election. Since 2009 until 2014, in our first tenure, and in second tenure since 2014 to 2018, we have been governing the country. Before election, through our election manifesto, and our vision document 2021, we pledged to the nation that we will make Bangladesh self-sufficient in cereal, in food, particularly in cereal. We will be achieving all the MDG goal, latest by 2017. We will bringing down the poverty to half, which has been about around 60%. We are supposed to bring it down to 28% if we consider 1991 as the base year. And we brought it down to 23% by 2015. We have achieved most of the MDG goal by 2015. Now we are set to achieving SDG goal, which we have to achieve by 2030. You know, SDG has 17 goals, and number 1 is reduction of poverty, and then number 2, eradication of hunger. Both are interdependent. They are complementary to each other. As you know, if one consumes less than 2,100 kilocalorie, then we call his living below poverty line. If one consumes less than 1,800 kilocalorie, we consider their extreme living below extreme poverty line or absolute poverty line. At the moment, it stands around 20% or poverty level, and extreme poverty 11.3. We had election in last December 30th. Again, through our election manifesto, we promised, we pledged to the nation that we almost self-sufficient in cereal, in most of the foods, vegetables and others. But we have to achieve true food security. Food security usually have 3 components, 3 elements. One is availability of the food. At the moment, we have adequate food for consumption. But if food is available, that does not indicate, that does not mean that we have achieved food security. If all the people has access to the food, if they can afford food, they can buy food, they have adequate income. It was not earlier. That's why we saw famine, semi-famine in some part of the country, particularly northwestern part of the country. We used to say that monga, semi-famine, in October, November, or in some month, people would suffer from hunger. They would starve. But in last 10 years, last 11 years, there was no single report that anybody starved and anybody died from starvation. That's our achievement. But still, we have not achieved the full security. As we mean it, that full security has another component. That's nutritionally balanced food, nutritionally enriched food, and safe food. So, for present government, in our election manifesto, we said our next challenge is to ensure, to provide nutritionally balanced food, nutritionally enriched food and safe food. That's our goal, that's our challenge for present government. Food security is important all over the world. It's a global issue. It's not only our national issue. At individual level, at community level, or global level, it's always important. It's always threat to the national security. Many war, many conflict caused famine. Again, many famine caused war, migration. So those are vice versa. Some economics, some civil society leaders, they say that food is food weapon is much deadlier than many traditional weapons. So present government attached highest importance to food security. In 2008, in our election manifesto, on the top, top priority was food security, to achieve food self-sufficiency, at least in cereal. We have experienced this part of the world in Bengal, 1943 famine, 43 মনন্তর, 3 million people died. It is not that there was no resource, there is no food. All resources are diverted for war, for feeding military, army, their equipment, their warheads. So, since 1947, when we got independent from colonial British Raj, British ruler, country, all the successive government has attached importance to self-sufficiency in food, and they had number one goal to achieve autarky or self-sufficiency. But it was always elusive. But this year, you know, in 2019, it's a burro harvesting season, just we have finished. Present government, including myself being agriculture minister, I have been target of all this media, every day, both print and media, electronic. They have been criticizing that farmers, they cannot sell their paddy, their rice. Price is awfully low and is still falling. We took number of measures, but still it's not helping that much. It's a basic principle of economics, the demand and supply. Supply is so much that price is falling. It's not only rice, potato. We produce this season 10.3 million ton of 10.3 million ton of potato. We need 6 to 7 million ton. 3.3 million ton we have surplus. We have surplus of vegetables. We have attained the production capacity in our poultry and livestock. In terms of technology, in terms of farm capacity. If they use the full capacity, then it will be surplus and farmers, they cannot sell it, particularly commercial farmers. They won't be able to sell it. And they are suffering a lot. So that's the situation. But we need more egg, more milk, more meat for attending our nutritional challenge. But problem is per capita income is low. People, general people, poor people, they cannot afford for high value crops, high value food. Against that background, rice is low. Why? What are the reasons? Reason number one, I said that supply, excessive supply. But second is cost of production. Cost of production is awfully high, extremely high. Particularly this year and last 3-4 years. High cost because of high labor cost. Labor is not available for planting, for harvesting, particularly in the season, harvesting season. That's not bad for a good economy. That's a good sign for Bangladesh. This country is growing and labor is not available. Labor is not available for harvesting rice. While we are kids, or even 20-25 years ago, in Bangladesh you could get 30 years ago, you could get a labor just giving him a 3 square meal. Now you don't get labor for harvesting your crops. So that's the challenge, and it's total cost of production, share of labor is these days very high. And farmers in very bad shape. They cannot make profit, they cannot gain. Selling rice, they have to meet many family requirements. Quality of life, it depends on price of his agro products, farm products. Even mango, fruits, vegetable, most of the agro product, farm products are low price. Farmers these days are not making money. So that's the challenge, and today's, I am very happy. It's a special day for Bangladesh that a leading agrotech company is signing an agreement with our one also Bangladesh leading agricultural, agro business and agro industry company, ACI. That would help to bring down or to address this labor problem, reduce the cost of production. And it's also a challenge for the government. We have been seriously thinking about it at the highest level. Myself, our Honorable Prime Minister and other policymakers, we have been discussing ourselves. On final discussion on budget, Honorable Prime Minister, we decided, there was a decision. Usually we keep about more than $1 billion for supporting, we call support, we call investment, not subsidy, for agricultural inputs. And we cannot, these days, in last 3-4 years, we didn't spend all amount. We spend about less than $1 billion, about $700-800 million. This balance, we have earmarked this year that we will spend that for buying agricultural machineries, particularly machines for harvesting, for transplanting. And it was decision that if we can come up with a good program, then government would not hesitate to give more in case of need. We will be diverting money from other sector. That's the decision in principle. While I was coming to this program, I talked to the Honorable Prime Minister that Myanmar President is visiting Bangladesh, and they will be signing an agreement with our local company, ACI. It's a good indication, good step. He said, you go. On behalf of myself, you request them that they come up with good technology that suit to our farming conditions. There might be some problem. Same what you sell in Vietnam or Thailand or China, that may not be befitting for us. They not fit to us, our condition. Another is a technology should be socially, economically, technically viable and acceptable to the farmers or to the end user. So it's farmers, they will decide what they adopt, what they don't adopt. I have some report, I just took over its responsibility, it's about 6 months. They said in wet condition, sometimes it's difficult to operate machines. But our professor Munjurul Alam, he said that Myanmar machines, they're doing very good. And we saw a number of presentation, PowerPoint presentation. Some of them are amazing. Last one was really amazing, that artificial intelligence. Sometimes feel very bad that we are so behind, that artificial intelligence coming so fast. still we could not use the traditional machinery for our agriculture. So modernized still will remain behind, but still need of the time that we have to introduce whatever modern technology are being used in other part of Asia, in other countries of Asia, like Thailand, Indonesia, Philippines, and Vietnam, identical conditions, similar condition. So we need very good program. We got to be innovative, scientists, development workers, extension workers. They got to be very smart to adapt the technologies. We have to train farmers. But what I say that we don't have any alternative. We have to adapt. We have to adapt machineries. No longer drop power we can use or manpower. I have some data in my written speech that irrigation, land preparation is 97% mechanized, seeding and transplantation 0.1%, then harvesting 0.8%, threshing 74%. But challenge is now, you said already, transplanting and harvesting. So we got to address that. I know there are other companies. 3-4 days ago, I had a review meeting with other companies. ACI was there as well. They made their presentation, Kubota and some Chinese companies. I'm sure there will be competition in the market. So better technology will get the market, will be adopted by the people. YANMAR is a leading company. They have been marketing their equipment for quite long. ACI in Bangladesh context, they are also quite successful. And they're very large in Bangladesh context, may not be regional or in global context. So I am very optimistic that they will create an environment, government will create an enabling environment, favorable environment for introducing machineries. As I said, it's not only the money, but it's also skill, using the technology. That's important. We have to train people. University teachers, university scientists, they have to come up with a solution of the problems. So I don't like to prolong my speech. I like to assure you, present government is committed. I said at the beginning that we want to make Bangladesh truly food secure country. We want to ensure food security in true sense. And for that, we will do whatever we need. That's the decision of the government. We are investing or we are giving incentive in various forms for agriculture, giving them credit loan, we are giving them subsidy, we are giving them easy doing business environment is doing business. That's the environment we want to create. For YANMAR, I like to tell them that we have created a favorable environment for investment in Bangladesh. We have prepared our policy, rules, regulation, which will be favorable for investment for doing business in Bangladesh. We are setting up 100 economic zone. 100 economic zone. And one will be specially earmarked for Japan, one for India. And there we'll give them developed land, we'll provide them electricity, we'll provide them gas, other necessary requirement for setting up an industry. all logistic will be given. And easily they will have access to electricity, gas, and so on. Our main constraint for investment for manufacturing sector was power, that electricity and gas. You know, we have increased electricity production by many-fold. It was about 3,000 megawatt. We have increased to it more than 20,000 megawatt. For gas, we had problem. We were producing 2,001 million cubic feet, and we are now importing in private sector 500 million cubic feet and 500 million in government. And we are also encouraging private sector to import more gas. So two major constraint hurdle has been addressed. We are developing our infrastructure, port and road. So I believe that we can now attract foreign investors. And that's one of our foreign investment. And second is joint venture, local farm and foreign farm, they can work together and set up various industry. Contribution of manufacturing sector is around 32%. We want to enhance it, bring down the contribution of service sector and agricultural sector. Agricultural sector is declining, but challenge is there always. Our land area is reducing, is shrinking, population still increasing. But still, I strongly believe that we have laid the foundation. We have laid the foundation for socio-economic infrastructure and other infrastructure, which will facilitate first growth and prosperity. Our founding father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, he had a dream to make Bangladesh hunger-free, poverty-free, prosperous country. His daughter, our Honorable Prime Minister, Her Excellency Sheikh Hasina, she is following her path. And she is doing her best. And she took number of measures, number of initiatives for very fast growth of our agricultural sector. And I strongly believe that will emanate our overall economy to become a happy and prosperous country. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, ACI and Myanmar, for inviting me as a chief guest. I want to see that Myanmar in Bangladesh, and they will be investing. We will work shoulder to shoulder. We will work heart to heart. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable speech. Now I request the Honorable Chairman of ACI Group, Mr. M. Anis Uddola, to hand over memento to Dr. M.D. Abdul Razak, MP, Honorable Minister, Ministry of Agriculture, Government of People's Republic of Bangladesh. Next is Dr. M.A. Sattar Mondal, sir, Emeritus Professor, Bangladesh Agricultural University. Now, Professor Dr. M.D. Manzurul Alam, Department of Farm Power and Machinery, Bangladesh Agricultural University. Now the memento to Professor Dr. M.D. Mr. Hiroaki Kitaoka, President, YANMAR Agribusiness Company Limited, Japan. And last but not the least, His Excellency Mr. Hirowashi Izumi, Japan Ambassador to Bangladesh. Thank you so much to all the guests, and I'm requesting all guests for a group photo session. Thank you so much, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the time has come for the real attraction of the night. I would like to request our chief guest, along with other guests on stage and media persons, to come forward to inaugurate the launching of YANMAR Agrotech in Bangladesh, just outside of the ballroom. Our other guests are requested to sit on their own chair. We will go live the inauguration ceremony to the monitor.
I forgot to mention one thing. Japan has been always a good development partner of Bangladesh. It is widely conceived in Bangladesh. Japan is our best development partner. They are always very generous to Bangladesh since our independence in 71. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much, sir. মঞ্চে উপবিষ্ট সম্মানিত অতিথিবৃন্দ, আপনাদেরকে বিনীত অনুরোধ করছি, সাথে সাংবাদিকবৃন্দ যারা আছেন, বাইরে নির্ধারিত স্থানে আমাদের উদ্বোধনী অনুষ্ঠানে আসার জন্য আপনাদের অনুরোধ করছি, এবং সেই সাথে জনাব মোহাম্মদ আজম আলী, ডিরেক্টর স্যারকে অতিথিবৃন্দকে সহযোগিতা করার জন্য অনুরোধ করছি। শুধুমাত্র সাংবাদিক এবং আমাদের যারা গেস্ট রয়েছেন, অতিথি রয়েছেন স্টেজে, তারাই আমরা বাইরে যাচ্ছি। আপনাদের সবাইকে বিনীতভাবে অনুরোধ করছি, আপনাদের আসনগুলো গ্রহণ করুন। আমরা বাইরে থেকে আমাদের ইনগ্রেশন প্রোগ্রামটা লাইভ আপনাদের সামনে উপস্থাপন করব আমাদের এই হলের মনিটরে। সবাইকে আসনগুলো গ্রহণ করার জন্য বিনীতভাবে অনুরোধ করছি। ধন্যবাদ। সামনে যে স্টেজটা রয়েছে আপনাদের জন্য জায়গা রয়েছে সেখানে চলে যাবেন। আমাকে তো যেতে Dear journalists, please stand at the other side of the stage as instructed and respected guests. Please stand at the side of the stage. Now the moment has come. We are going to launch YANMAR Agro Take. Just wait for a minute. We are coming back with the inauguration. আমরা এখনই আমাদের ইয়ানমার অ্যাগ্রোটেকের উদ্বোধনী অনুষ্ঠানটা আপনাদের সামনে এবং যারা ভেতরে রয়েছেন তাদের সবার জন্য সরাসরি প্রচার করব এবং শুরু করতে যাচ্ছি। যারা সামনে সাংবাদিক ভাইয়েরা রয়েছেন আমি বিনীতভাবে আপনাদের অনুরোধ করব আপনারা সামনে অপর পাশে স্টেজের অপর পাশে আপনাদের জায়গাগুলো গ্রহণ করবেন। থ্যাংক ইউ। Okay, the moment is here, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to launch YANMAR Agro-Tech. Can we count down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The launching of YANMAR Agro-Tech. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting you YANMAR Agro-Tech in front of you. Put your hands up together. YANMAR is a leading mechanization provider in Bangladesh and always investing in our way. Thank you so much, and that was in our way. Put your hands up together for the launching ceremony of YANMAR. Thank you so much. Thank you once again for all of your kind presence and valuable time with us, and wishing SA Motors and YANMAR Agribusiness a great future in Bangladesh. Thank you so much to all of guests and journalists. Thank you. সম্মানিত অতিথিবৃন্দ যারা রয়েছেন তাদেরকে বিনীতভাবে অনুরোধ করছি, আমরা আমাদের বলরুমে আমাদের ডিনার সার্ভ করা হয়েছে, সেই ডিনারটা অ্যাটেন্ড করবার জন্য, এবং সাংবাদিক যারা রয়েছেন আপনাদের জন্য ডিনার সার্ভ করা হয়েছে বলরুমের ঠিক বাইরেই, সেখানে আপনারা নিশ্চয়ই আপনাদের ডিনারটা উপভোগ করবেন। ধন্যবাদ। Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for your kind presence to this ceremony, and I hope you will enjoy the dinner. Thank you so much.